righty, welcome to Diamond Field for Pacelli baseball as the Vikings get set to take on the Lakeside Chiefs here in the second game, or the third game of the season for the Vikings, their second home game. This, of course, a interesting ball game because brand new head coach Casey Rasmus of the Vikings will be taking on his father, the head coach of the Lakeside Chiefs, Tony Rasmus. Of course, the Lakeside Chiefs defending EISA state champions last season in Tony's first season running the program. Casey taking over here after Adam Thomas stepped down. The Vikings are off to a great start, going 2-0, winning their first two ball games, beating Shaw 15-5 on Monday, and then last night beating Heritage by a score of 10-5. Lakeside off to a 7-0 start, so this should be quite the contest here at Diamond Field. The Vikings sending to the mound Jacob Velaz, the freshman, while Lakeside will counter with junior Boston Brown, who is pitching his second ball game of the season. While we're at it, let's take a real quick look at the Lakeside Chiefs lineup. Leading things off for Lakeside, Connor Britton, the center fielder, he's a senior. Batting second, catcher Tyler Mark Bullock, the junior. Batting third, Carson Scott, the first baseman, he's a senior. Trent Hayes, the third baseman, will be batting cleanup, with pitcher Boston Brown batting fifth. Luke McGowan will be DHing in the sixth spot. The sophomore will be hitting for right fielder Jack Giles. Batting seventh, Cole Casarino, the left fielder. Demetrius Hartnett, the shortstop, will be batting eighth, and Braden Vachon will be the second baseman, and he will bat ninth for the Chiefs. As for Pacelli, here is their defensive lineup. Austin Dannison will be in left field. Nolan Vaughn will be playing center, with Merrick Miller out there in right field. The infield, third to first, Brayton Hudson will be at third, Cam Carino at short, Jaron Camilla at second, and Connor Sittrauer at first. Behind the plate will be Levi Thompson making his first start at catcher, and Jacob Velaz getting the start. Velaz, the freshman, is usually the shortstop. He's also considered their number 3 starter. Velaz saw a lot of playing time last year as an 8th grader. He's stepping up as one of the key players for the Vikings. Behind the plate as umpire will be Daryl Owens, and Peyton Ziegler will be making the calls on the bases. As I mentioned, Lakeside off to a 7-0 start. Last night, they went on the road and they beat Westfield 14-1. They've also swept doubleheaders against Springwood and 2 different doubleheaders against Coosa Valley. They haven't been challenged in any of their ball games yet. They posted some pretty solid numbers as for the stats. And for Pacelli, of course, the 2 wins to start the season. The first 2 wins in the head coach under head coach Casey Rasmus. This is the way they want to see it done. Both scoring double-digit runs in both ball games. As we get set, the conditions here, it's a little bit chilly out here at Diamond Field. The temperature at game time is 42 degrees, and there's a little bit of a breeze with some gusts. So come on out here, but bring a jacket. You're gonna need it. All right, we're getting set to get things started. Jacob Velaz on the mound, and stepping up is Connor Britton. Britton is hitting .348 this season. No home runs, 5 RBI. He's also ripped 3 doubles on the year. So let's get things started. Jacob Velaz working from the stretch, or the windup here, and the first pitch. Fastball, strike 1. And we are underway here at Diamond Field. The Pacelli Vikings hosting the Lakeside Chiefs. The 0-1 pitch coming from Velaz. A little bit low, ball 1. So 1-1 count here on Connor Britton. A little bit of a breeze. It looks like it's blowing from left field to right field. We'll see how that plays into things. 1-1 pitch from Velaz. Ground ball to short. Scooped up by Cam Carino over to first, and the first out is in the books. Britton grinding out, a 6-3 put out. And that will bring up Tyler Mark Bullock, the catcher for the Chiefs. He's the leading hitter on the ball club. He's hitting .577 through the first 7 games. He's hit a home run, and he's got 13 runs batted in. The freshman Velaz off to a good start here in the top of the first inning. First pitch to Bullock. Fastball a little bit up, but catches the strike zone. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Velaz in motion. 0-1 pitch. Curveball, strike. 0-2. Velaz with good control. He's finding the plate very easily today. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Striking out in 3 pitches. Velaz on. So that is the second out of the inning. And that brings up Carson Scott, the first baseman. Scott is hitting .500 this season. He's 12 for 24 in the year already. He's hit 5 doubles and driven in 10 runs. A dangerous hitter, the first baseman for the Chiefs. And the first pitch to Scott. A little bit outside, ball 1. The 1 pitch on the way. A little bit up. So 2-0 count on Scott. As I mentioned, the young Vikings off trying to keep things going here with their 2-0 record. 1 count now on Trent Hayes. 1 count now on Trent Hayes. Velaz checking the runner. Comes set. Taking his time. 1-1 pitch. Fastball catches the corner. Nice. Catches paint in the black there. 1-2. First 2 ball games, the Vikings had some trouble on the mound early on, but then righted the ship and came up with wins. Solid start so far. 1-2 pitch. Did he go? No. Pace umpire Peyton Ziegler rules that Hayes was able to check his swing. So it's a 2-2 count now. 2 outs here in at the top of the first inning. The Chiefs with a runner on in the person of Carson Scott. Velaz stepping off the mound, looking back over to Scott, retreats back to the base. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, draws through for a single. A sharp single up the middle. Cam Carino did not have a chance to get that one. So a single to center field by Trent Hayes puts runners on first and second with 2 out. And that brings up the pitcher, Boston Brown. Brown has had a solid season at the plate this season. He is hitting .524 through 7 games with 1 home run and 10 RBI. Half of his hits have been extra base hits. He's had 4 doubles and a home run in those 10 hits. Velaz comes set. First pitch to Brown. Catches the corner, strike 1. 0-1 count on Boston Brown. Two on, 2 out. The Chiefs trying to put together a 2-out rally. The Vikings trying to close the door here on the top of the first inning. The stretch. And a pitch. A little bit outside, ball 1. Let me check that. Brown's got 11 hits, not 10, so almost half of his hits are extra base hits. And time has been called. Levi Thompson trotting out to talk to Jacob, making sure they got all their signs straight and everything going the way they want it. 1-1 count here. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. The Chiefs with runners on first and second. And Boston Brown at the plate, the number 5 hitter. Velaz takes a sign. Comes set. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right to Cam Carino. Flips it over to Jyron Camellia for the out, and that ends the inning. So in the inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 2 runners left on base. So after 1/2 inning, Lakeside nothing. The Pacelli Vikings coming to bat. You are watching Vikings baseball on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go again, hammering down High prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back to Dymel Field for the bottom of the first inning. Pacelli taking on the Lakeside Chiefs. Pacelli set to come to the plate for the first time. Let's take a look at the lineup. Pitcher Jacob Velaz will lead things off. Batting second, shortstop Cam Carino. Hitting third, Connor Zittrauer, the first baseman. With Braden Hudson at third base today, he is batting cleanup. Merrick Miller, the right fielder, will bat fifth. Jaron Camellia batting sixth. He's the second baseman. Austin Dannison playing left field, left field, will be batting seventh. Batting eighth, Levi Thompson, the catcher, with Nolan Vaughn, center fielder, batting ninth. As for the defensive situation for Lakeside, Cole Casarino in left, Connor Britton in center, Jack Giles is the right fielder. The infield third to first, Troy Hayes, Demetrius Hardnett, Braden Vachon, and Carson Scott. Behind the plate is Tyler Mark Bullock, and on the mound is Boston Brown. This is Brown's second game of the season. He opened up with a real solid performance, going 6 innings, giving up just 2 hits. He gave up 1 unearned run. He struck out 14 in those 6 innings. Almost 2/3 of the hitters he faced struck out. Only 7 guys were able to put in play against him, and he did walk 1 batter. So the junior Boston Brown will get his second start of the season for Lakeside. Lakeside, as I mentioned, starting off 7-0. The Vikings starting off 2-0. A good, solid matchup here. Brown continuing to warm up. The Vikings have had some solid hitting performance in both their first games, scoring 15 runs in the first, and then last night scoring 10 runs against Heritage. All right, let's get things going. Jacob Velaz stepping into the batter's box. Velaz, the freshman, is hitting .250 this season. He's got 4 runs batted in. He's hit a double, and he's also got a stolen base.
Number 6, Jacob Velaz.
Head coach Casey Rasmus coaching at third base with Jonathan Lawrence, the coach at first for the Vikings. Boston Brown getting set, taking to the rubber for his very first pitch. And here we go in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch. Strike 1. Brown in the wind. The pitch. Again, catching the top part of the strike zone. 0-2 count now on Jacob Velaz. He's going to have to protect the plate now. The 0-2 pitch. A little bit up. And so 1-2 count. Sun's starting to set here now. It's going to get a little cooler as that happens. 1-2 pitch. Velaz taking it up high. It's strike 3. So, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. That brings Cam Carino to the plate. Carino he's been off to a great start. He is 5 for 5 so far on the year. He leads the team with 6 runs scored and 6 stolen bases. One of his hits was a double. First pitch to Carino. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Brown on target so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Catches the corner, painting the black there. 0-2 count on Cam Carino. 0-2 pitch. A little bit outside. Just a touch. Trying to get Carino to chase a little bit. 1-2 on the shortstop. And your 1-2 pitch. Catches the black, strike 3. So that's 2 outs. Brown dispatching them quickly so far. That brings up Connor Zittrauer. Zittrauer is hitting .625 this season. He's got 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. In the opener, Zitrower hit the walk-off home run in the 6th inning to seal the deal in the 15-5 win over Shaw, and had a 2-run home run last night against Heritage. First pitch from Browns. Zitrower swing and a miss, strike 1.
Now batting, number 20, Connor Zitrower.
Vikings getting their first look at Brown. Brown has been pretty impressive so far. Next pitch. Breaking pitch, catches the corner. 0-2 count. All right, 0-2, so he's going to have to protect the plate. 0-2 pitch. A little bit outside. Trying to get him to chase it. He does not. 1-2 count now on Connor Zitrower. Brown to wind up. 1-2 pitch. Zitrower swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is it. 3 up, 3 down for the Vikings. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 1 inning, we've got a scoreless matchup between Pacelli and Lakeside. You're watching Pacelli Baseball on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to Diamond Field, top of the 2nd inning. Lakeside and Pacelli locked up 0-0 battle. Leading things off for Lakeside is Luke McGowan, the designated hitter. He's hitting .238 on the season with 4 runs batted in. Jacob Velaz, first pitch at the top of the 2nd. Fastball, strike 1. Both pitchers have been on. It's been an impressive pitching performance so far through that 1st inning. Velaz looking in for the 0-1 pitch. Taken a little bit outside, 1-1 count. The breeze is picking up a little bit. The sun is starting to set. You can kind of feel the chill starting to creep into the air. 1-1 pitch, ground ball right up the middle. Jaron Camellia scoops it up, but he slips on the turf, so it's going to be a base hit. The ball went through the legs of Velaz up the middle. Jaron came over, scooped it up, but his spikes gave out on the turf.
Now batting, number 6.
So it's an infield single for McGowan. So nobody out, man on. It brings up Cole Casarino, the left fielder. Casarino hitting .200 with 4 runs batted in. One of his hits is a double. Velaz checks the runner. And the first pitch to Casarino shows bunt. Pulls it back, ball outside, ball 1. This is going to be a pitcher's battle. You can kind of feel that one coming. So they're going to be playing small ball here. Trying to move them, get them over, get them on, get them over, get them in. The ABCs of it. 1-0 pitch to Casarino. No bunt this time. Swinging away, swinging a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 count on Cole Casarino. McGowan taking his standard lead off first base. Velaz looks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little bit inside. It's 2-1 now on Cole Casarino. Third base coach and head coach Tony Rasmus, a couple signals. We'll see if they pretend anything. The stretch and the pitch. Catches the corner. Paint the black. 2-2 count now on Casarino. Stretch the delivery. A little bit low. We're going to, the count is now full. We are in the top of the second inning. No score in this one. Runner on first base for Lakeside. Jacob Velaz on the mound. Stretch. And that 3-2 pitch. A little bit outside, ball 4. So, first 2 runners here in the top of the first inning reach base for Lakeside. And that brings up the number 8 hitter, the shortstop, Demetrius Hardnett. Hardnett hitting 154 this season with 3 runs batted
now
in.
Batting, number 3, Demetrius Hardnett.
And he steps back to meet with head coach Tony Rasmus. Jacob Velaz facing his first jam here with 2 runners on and nobody out, with the 8 and 9 hitters coming up next. I think they'd like to roll one in the infield, trying to turn 2 here. We'll see how this works out. Velaz checking, steps off the mound. Resets. And the first pitch to Hardnett. Hardnett showing bunt, pulls it back, a little bit outside, ball 1. Again, this seems to be going to be a pitcher's duel, so everybody's they're going to be fighting for runs here. So seeing the number 8 hitter bunt would not be much of a shock here. The quarter infielders have pulled in just a little bit. 1-0 pitch. Hardnett showing bunt again. And a curveball catches the corner. So count 1-1. Hudson and Zitra are looking very closely to see if he shows bunt one more time. The stretch and the 1-1 pitch from Velaz. Again, showing bunt. He bunts, but he bunts it foul. 1-2 now on Demetrius Hardnett. Yeah, it's getting a little more breezy. It's going to get downright chilly in a few minutes. Velaz, the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Up, a little bit up. Hardnett leans back, takes it for ball 2. 2-2. Everybody chuckles because the folks standing around me, I have to admit, I used to live in Green Bay, Wisconsin, so my idea of cold is a little different from everybody else's here in the entire ballpark. All right, Velaz with the 2-2 pitch. Hardnett swing away, strike 3. So Velaz gets what he needs, a strikeout here. 1 out here in the at the top of the second inning. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, Braden Vachon. Vachon has had a good season so far.
Number 7, Braden
Number 9
Vachon.
hitters can be very dangerous. Vachon definitely. He's hitting .316. He's driven in 5 runs on the season. Velaz, stretch. First pitch to Vachon. Vachon bunting hard. Velaz scoops it up and goes to third base. Braden Hudson on the bag. The force at third. The bunt was just a little bit too hard. With aluminum bats, it's tougher. And remember, this is also a turf field, so the ball's going to roll quickly.
Now batting, number 29.
The Vikings
Connor
taking care of business on that one. So they get the lead runner. So now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs. And that brings up the top of the order in Connor Britton. Britton grounded to short, his first at bat. First pitch to Britton. A little bit inside, ball 1. I believe I'm going to break out my gloves at this point. It's getting chilly. The wind is picking up a little bit, and the temperature's dropped down to 41 degrees now. I don't know why I'm looking at this on my phone. I really, really don't want to know how cold it is. I really don't want to know how much the wind is blowing. I really don't. All right. Ball a little bit high, so it's a 2-0 count now on Connor Britton. 2 outs here into the top of the second inning. Lakeside with runners on first and second the Vikings trying to get out of this jam. Velaz stepping off the rubber for a second. Everybody resets. Looking at Levi Thompson to get the sign. Accepts. So here comes the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball catches the outside corner up. Strike one. So 2-1 count now on Connor Britton. Velaz stepping off the mound once again. There's a big pitch here. 2 on, 2 out. 2 on. In the second inning. The delivery. Ball a little bit inside. So 3-1 count on Britton. This is a hitter's count. Velaz comes set. 3-1 pitch. Swing fouled off. Ball heads toward the church. The count is now full. So with 2 outs, the runners will be moving. Velaz looks in, gets the sign. The 3-2 pitch to Britton. Swung, fouled off to the left side, out of play. So we're gonna get to do it again. And on a day like today, a little extra running by the runners will keep them warm. I guess we'll go with that. Vikings would love to get out of this threat because they were 2 on with nobody out. All right, 3-2 pitch one more time. A little bit high, ball 4. So Britton walks, then that loads the bases. And that brings up Tyler Mark Bullock, who has been Lakeside's best hitter all season long.
Tyler Mark Bullock.
First time up, Bullock struck out. Now he comes up in a plate with ducks in the pond. 2 outs, bases juiced. Velaz trying to get out of this second inning jam in this scoreless contest. Going to the windup on this. First pitch, breaking ball. Just a little bit high. Close, but not quite. Ball 1. Get the sign, the windup. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to short. Cam Carino flips it to Jaron Camellia for the force and the final out. So the Vikings get out of the jam in the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning in a scoreless contest between Lakeside and Pacelli. You're watching Pacelli Vikings baseball on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia-Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
Here we go again, hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back to Diamond Field on a balmy Thursday afternoon here as the Lakeside Chiefs and Pacelli Vikings go at it, a pair of undefeated teams. And I'm just going to torch you a little bit. It's now 41 degrees, 12-mile-an-hour wind. Wind chill is 33. Are we having fun yet? Actually, we are. This is a good ball game here. All right, coming to the plate for the Vikings here in the bottom of the second inning. Braden Hudson, the cleanup hitter. Braden is a catcher and an infielder. He's playing third base today. He's hitting .333 on the season. He's got 1 RBI. First pitch from Boston Brown. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Brown had pitched basically an absolutely perfect first inning with 3 strikeouts, all of them 4-pitch strikeouts. 0-1 pitch, a little bit outside in the dirt. That's a 1-1 count. Brown's got to be a little dangerous with Hudson. Huddy's got some power. All right, 1-1 pitch. Fouled into the screen. 1-2 count now on Braden Hudson, leading off things here in the bottom of the second inning in a scoreless ball game. Decided he wanted to change baseballs here. Or the umpire's checking the baseball, see if it was damaged. All right. Here we go. 1-2 pitch coming up. Hudson will have to protect the plate here. Brown winds and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's first out of the second inning. That will bring Merrick Miller to the plate. Miller is hitting .600 this season with 4 runs batted in. He had a big night last night against Heritage. Miller went 3 for 3, drove in 3 runs. Brown stepping back. Getting set. Here we go. Merrick Miller, the left-handed hitter, stepping in. Brown's first pitch. A little bit up. Ball 1. As I said, Miller had a big night last night with those 3 runs batted in that 10-5 victory. 1-0 pitch. Fastball, strike 1. 1-1 count now on Merrick Miller. Vikings trying to get something going here in the bottom of the second inning with 1 out. Swing and a miss from Miller, so it's strike 2. 2-1, or 1-2 count now on Merrick Miller. And Brown working quickly. Gets the sign. And time is called by plate umpire Darrell Owens. Miller stepping back in, and here we go. One-two pitch. Miller takes ball 2. 2-2. Yeah, Brown's working quickly. There's probably 2 reasons for it. 1, it's chilly, and you want to keep warm. And 2, when you know where the ball is going, you're a lot more likely to want to let go of it. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Take strike 3 looking. So 5 batters, 5 strikeouts so far for Boston Brown. And that brings up Jaron Gamilia, the second baseman. Jaron's still looking for his first hit of the season, though he does have an RBI. He scored 3 runs and he's got 2 stolen bases. First pitch. Breaking ball. Catches the corner of the plate.
Number 5,
strike 1.
Jaron Gamilla.
0-1 pitch outside, so it's 1-1 on Jaron. Ball fouled off. Ooh, well, went into somebody's truck bed. The parking lot is really close. I parked as far as I could away. Somebody's truck bed has collected a souvenir. 1-2 count now on Jaron Gamilla. And time is called. He steps out, steps back in. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Driven to center field, a line drive, but it hangs up long enough into the glove of Connor Britton, and that is the final out. So 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom of the second inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We are scoreless after 2 innings. Lakeside and Pacelli. You're watching Pacelli Vikings baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go again. Hammering down. High prices at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. New GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to $14,000 off. GMC Terrain with a roomy cabin and pro safety discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 5.
All right, top of the 3rd inning here at Diamond Field. Lakeside
Now
and
batting,
Pacelli
number 20,
scoreless.
Carson Scott.
Number 3 hitter for Lakeside, Carson Scott, stepping up to lead off this inning. First time up, he walked. First pitch from Velaz, strike 1. Breaking pitch, caught the corner. Velaz has been on target. He's had 2 walks, but his command has been good all afternoon long. All right, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, a little bit low, 1-1. He's got to treat Scott with some little bit of respect here. Scott came in hitting .500 on the season. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, ground ball to short. Cam Carino scoops it up, fires it over to first to Zitrauer, and 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Carino's seen a lot of action so far today. Lots of grounders to short. All right, that brings up the cleanup
Now
man.
batting, number 1,
Trent Hayes.
Trent Hayes.
Hayes singled to center field, his first at bat in the 1st inning. He was forced out for the final out of the inning. All right, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Jacob Velaz. Wind and the first pitch to Hayes. Hayes grounds it foul. Dribbles down in front of the Lakeside dugout. Scooped up by Braden Hudson. Huddy tossing it into the umpire. So Velaz getting a lot of first pitch strikes, which helps. Getting the sign, and here's the wind on the 0-1 pitch. Sending it to the outfield, fairly deep to center field. Off the fence, bouncing off the fence. Trent Hayes will pull into second base with a double. A 1-out double for Trent Hayes here in the top of the 3rd inning. As once again, Lakeside has a runner in scoring position. They've left 5
Now
runners on
batting,
base so
number 2,
far. 2 in the 1st
Boston
inning, left the bases
Brown.
juiced last inning. All right, Boston Brown coming to the plate for the Chiefs. In his first at bat, he grounded to short into a fielder's choice, 6-4, to end the top of the 1st inning. Velaz working out of the stretch with a runner on second. And the first pitch to Boston Brown. Brown swings, ground ball to 3rd. Knocked down by Braden Hudson over to first to get the out. He looked the runner back, took care of business. Third baseman's job to knock it down and throw it out, and that's exactly what Huddy did. So 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that brings up Luke McGowan, the designated hitter. McGowan with an infield single in the 2nd inning.
Now batting,
It
number
was a
10,
grounder that went
Luke
up the middle.
McGowan.
Velaz couldn't grab it. It went through his legs, and Jared Gamelia got it, but slipped. That was an infield single that, of course, went for naught as the Vikings pitched out of that jam. Here we go, trying to do it again. Runner on second, 2 out. First pitch to Luke McGowan. Strike 1. Velaz with another one of those first pitch strikes. He's had good command, good control on this chilly afternoon at Diamond Field. And stepping out of the box. McGowan's back in there. And we get ready now for the 0-1 pitch. Almost offered at it. It was a little bit outside, so ball one. 1-1 count now. Velaz looking in for the sign. All right, 1-2 count. That was a strike, so. Here we go. He gets set. A 1-2 pitch now. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. And McGowan stepping out. In the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch. A little bit inside, so it's a 2-2 count now. 2-2 count on Luke McGowan. Vikings looking out of the minor jam here in the third inning. Velaz looked in, gets a sign from Levi Thompson. Stretch and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Velaz once again pitching out of a jam, getting a strikeout to end the inning. So in the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We're through 2.5 innings. The game is scoreless between Lakeside and Pacelli. You're watching Pacelli Baseball on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia-Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom,
we are back at Dynamo Field here for the bottom of the third inning. The Vikings trying to get on the board. They've kept Lakeside off the board so far. Leading things off is Austin Dannison, the left fielder. Dannison hitting 143 this season. He scored a run here in this on this season. First pitch from Boston Brown. Dannison gets a piece of it, fouls it into the screen. Strike 1. Brown has struck out 5 of the first 6 hitters he's faced. Struck out the first 5. Brown's second pitch to Dannison. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count now on Austin Dannison. And Brown working quickly here. The wind of the 0-2 pitch. A little bit outside, Dannison holds off. So 1-2 count. Levi Thompson on deck, Nolan Vaughn due up third in this inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So out number 1 here in the top of the third inning. That's Brown's 6th strikeout on the game.
Now batting, number 18, Levi Thompson.
And that brings Levi Thompson to play. The sophomore is hitting 400 on the season. He's got 2 RBI, scored a run as well. He started in the outfield, but now starting behind the plate for the Vikings. First pitch from Brown. Fastball. A little bit inside, ball 1. Vikings looking for their first hit of the day. Thompson fouling it off into the screen. 1 hopper. So it's a 1-1 count on Levi Thompson. Brown has been impressive so far. some sort of something. It looked like a soccer ball, but it looks like they're having practice over beyond the left field fence. Soccer ball hopped onto the field, got scooped up and tossed back over. All right, 1-1 pitch. Inside, Thompson leans back, so it's a 2-1 count now on Levi Thompson. Yeah, Diamond Field is used as a multi-purpose facility, and people have got to practice too, just with the game going on. Next pitch, strike, caught the corner. 2-2 now on Levi Thompson. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning in a scoreless contest. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Levi Thompson goes down on strikes. So that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and brings up the number 9 hitter, Nolan Vaughn. Vaughn is playing center field today.
Nolan Vaughn.
Looking for his first hit. On the other hand, he's got 2 RBI. He's got 2 sacrifice flies so far this season. Brown looks in and delivers the first pitch to the sophomore. Vaughn, ground ball toward third. Scooped up. The throw over to first is in time. And that ends the inning. A ground out from third to first ends it. So no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base after 3 innings. Pacelli, nothing. Lakeside, nothing. You're watching Pacelli Vikings baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back to Diamond Field for the top of the 4th inning. Lakeside and Pacelli locked up in a pitcher's duel. No score here. Jacob Velaz has done a good job. The freshman has given up he's given up 1 hit each inning. He's pitched out of some jams each inning. He's got a strikeout each inning. And he's let the Chiefs leave 6 runners on base. He's taking care of business when he's had to. It's been a solid job. All right, coming to leading things off for the Chiefs, Cole Casarino, left fielder. His first time up, he walked. He would advance to third base, but was left there in the 2nd inning. First pitch to Casarino. Ground ball to shortstop. Another one to Carino. Carino scooping it up over to Zitrard first, and we have our first out of the inning and a first pitch. 6-3 ground out is a good way to get things started. That brings up Demetrius Hardnett, the number 8 hitter. Hardnett struck out in his first at-bat.
Hardnett.
Velaz looking in for the sign, and ready to deliver his first pitch to Hardnett. A little bit high, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt. Hit the turf just in front of the plate, so it's a 2-0 count on Demetrius Hardnett. The pitch. Hardnett swings, pops it up, goes into the outfield. The right fielder under it. And Merrick Miller pulls it in for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Velaz working quick, and that brings up Braden Vachon, the second baseman.
Now batting, number 7, Braden Vachon.
Vachon hit into a fielder's choice. It was an attempted sacrifice bunt that went right back to the pitcher. and Velaz flipped it over to third base to Braden Hudson and got the out. The lead run, getting the lead runner helped stifle a rally. First pitch, comebacker. Vachon goes up the ladder, grabs it, flips it over to Zittrow for the final out. A very quick top of the fourth inning. 3 up and 3 now. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we are through 3.5 innings in a scoreless contest. You're watching Pacelli Vikings baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go again, hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
And we're back at Diamond Field for the bottom of the fourth inning. It has been a classic pitcher's duel here between the Lakeside Chiefs and Pacelli Vikings. Jacob Velaz and Boston Brown both doing the job. And Mr. Velaz will start things off here. He's the leadoff hitter. His first time up, he struck out. You're going to hear that a lot because Brown has struck out 7 of the 9 hitters he has faced. So here we go. Can they touch him up? That's the question. Brown looking in his first pitch of the bottom of the fourth inning. A little bit inside. Fastball. Up and in. Ball 1. Put a little steam on that one. So 1-0 pitch here. And off the fists. A little bit foul. Scooped up by Jonathan Lawrence, the first base coach. So it's 1-1 of Velaz. Jacob trying to see if he can help himself out here. 1-1 pitch. Fastball up and in. So 2-1 count. Brown's had good command all day long. First time he's been a little bit wild. Next pitch. Grounded up the middle. Slow roller to shortstop. Hardnett scoops it up, throws to first. Just in time. Beat him by about half a step. Close but no cigar there. So a ground out from Jacob Velaz, opening up the bottom of the fourth inning. That brings up Cam Carino, the sophomore shortstop.
Now batting, number 1, Cam Carino.
Cam struck out in his first at bat. It's the first time anybody has gotten him out all season long. So his batting average is actually right now is .833. Here we go. First pitch to Carino. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1. If anybody's going to get things going, it's Cam because he has been lights out so far. Showing bunt, pulls it back. Outside, 1-1. Whole idea now is to get something going, get somebody on base, just get anything going, and see what you can do from there. This is a pitcher's duel, ABC. Get him on, get him over, get him in. 1-1 pitch. Fastball. Fouled into the screen. 1-2 on Cam Carino. I was told Brown is good. He's every bit as good as I was told. 1-2 pitch. Carino swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one a little bit. Strike 3. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That brings up Connor Zittrower.
Now batting, number 20, Connor
Zittrower struck out in his first at bat. He's been the big gun for the Vikings with 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in, both stats leading the team. Brown winds in his first pitch to Zittrower. Zittrower off the fist, pops it up. It goes foul, straight back. Not far enough to endanger any cars. And remember, at Diamond Field, cars can be endangered on foul tips. Catcher Tyler Mark Bullock out to talk to his pitcher. I'm not sure what there's not too much to discuss so far because Brown has been right on target. Right on target. All right. 0-1 pitch to Zitrar. He shows bunt. He bunts, pops it up, and it is caught. It's caught by Bullock for the third out of the inning. You got to try something. Didn't work that time. So that's it. In the inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We are through 4, and we are still waiting for our first run. You are watching Pacelli Vikings baseball on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. One of my daughters is a student at CVCC right now. She's going through the arts program. I've got another son who's right behind her who's about to graduate school, and he's already talking about going to CV, and he's ready for it. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. It was a great experience, and I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC has got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
All righty, top of the 5th inning here at Diamond Field on a chilly Thursday winter day. It's still baseball weather, right? Well, we're out here. Doesn't matter. Just because it's 40 degrees and the wind's blowing 12 miles an hour and we got a wind chill around 32, forget it. Just because this is some hot pitching. That'll keep you warm. No score here at Diamond Field, and coming up to lead things off in the top of the 5th inning is the top of the lineup for the Chiefs, Connor Britton. Britton has grounded out and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Jacob Velaz looking good. No runs, 4 hits, and he struck out 3 so far. First pitch to Britton. Britton offers at it just enough. Strike 1. Velaz has been good today. A lot of first pitch strikes. The wind of the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. The Vikings have been able to do what they've had to do. Velaz has retired the last 5 in a row. And the 1-1 pitch. Popped up, hit towards center field, left center field rather, and the ball escapes. Left fielder Austin Dannison falls in for, he never touched it, it's going to fall in, it's going to be a double. And so a double in left field to open up the inning, and a fly ball that should have been handled. Well, you have to pick up your teammates. It's time for Velaz to do it one more time here. So leadoff man gets on, runner on second. Nobody out, brings up Tyler Mark Bullock.
Tyler Mark Bullock.
And the first pitch to Bullock. Ground ball to Cam Carino, looking the runner back, throws all the way to first. Zitrar to stretch a little bit, makes the play though. So the ground out, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Runner has to stay on second. Britton, it could go nowhere. That was a big out. No question. Brings up number 3 hitter Carson Scott.
Number 20, Carson Scott.
Scott, in his 2 at-bats, he's walked and he grounded to short. I believe most of the team has grounded to short at least once today. Velaz in the stretch. Checks the runner. First pitch. First pitch to Scott. Curveball, strike 1. Thing of beauty here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's been 5 grounders to short already this afternoon. Cam Carino's been staying warm out there. And the throw to second, a pickoff attempt, not even close to the bag. Jaron Camillo brings it in. But it gives Britton something to think about. Britton has stolen 5 bases, so they have to keep him in check. He's not taking a very huge lead off there. Gamilia is kind of shading towards second base. Velaz on 1 pitch. Curveball, foul to the right side. Didn't get any cars that time either. It's amazing how few cars get hit in baseball games. Folks love to park as close as they can to the, because he wants to walk. So far, it's been good on windshields, so let's be happy. I mean, the folks, the Glass Boys or whoever are not happy with that, but, take what you can get. All right, 0-2 pitch. Inside, he does not offer, so it's 1-2. 1-2 count here. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning of the scoreless game. Connor Britton is on second base after opening up with a double to left field. Carson Scott, the number 3 hitter, again, very dangerous. He's hit 5 doubles on the season himself. The 1-2 pitch from Velaz. Scorched down the third base line, but foul. Didn't quite have to, third base coach Tony Rasmus didn't quite have to scamper in, but yep, that was a seed. That was hit hard. It's also a foul. So, 1-2 count still on Carson Scott. The infield is now almost entirely in shade as the sun sets, and the temperature drops to 39 now, in case anybody's keeping score at home. The pitch popped up to the right side, out of it's in foul territory, grabbed by Connor Zittrauer. Big pitch, big play, so now there are 2 outs. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning after a double to open the inning.
Now batting, number 1, Trent Hayes.
Cleanup man Trent Hayes comes to the plate. Hayes is 2 for 2. A single to center, and then he doubled off the fence out in right center field in the 3rd inning. Velaz will have to be careful with this guy. First pitch. A ground ball, chopped foul toward third base, scooped up by Braden Hudson. Huddy going to toss it back to Velaz. We'll keep going with that one. I mean, I'm Velaz. I like that baseball too. So far, it's been going where he wants it to go. Gets a sign from Levi Thompson. Here is the 0-1 pitch from Velaz. A little bit outside. Hayes thought about it, but did not offer. So, ball 1. 1-1 count. The bells are ringing. It is now 6 o'clock here on the campus of St. Anne Pacelli High School. One pitch. Swing and a miss. The bells are going to be ringing here for a while. 6 o'clock, they also ring the hours. So there's going to be a lot of bell ringing going on. You should be able to hear it in the distance softly. All right, a 1-2 pitch from Velaz to cleanup man Trent Hayes. No, instead he throws the second. Pickoff move. Jaron Gamilia puts the tag on him, pro forma. Just lets him know he's there. Again, you got to keep that runner close because Connor Britton's got 5 stolen bases and he's quick. And with 2 outs, he'll be running on any ball that's hit. Keeping him close is going to be a big deal. All right, Velaz, 1-2 pitch. Curveball just a little outside. And Britton breaks for third and steals third. He broke late. I didn't see him go either. One of those hesitation deals. And now the bells are ringing the hours here on this 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. So the bell tolls for Lakeside. The strikeout to end the inning. So once again, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 4.5 innings, we are still scoreless. You're watching Pacelli Vikings baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
All right, back to Dymo Field here for the bottom of the fifth inning. As a hot ball game on a cold Thursday afternoon, Pacelli and Lakeside locked up in a pitcher's duel, scoreless. The Vikings still looking for their first hit for the first base runner. Cleanup hitter Braden Hudson will lead things off here in the fifth inning. Boston Brown has been literally untouchable. Only four batters have managed to put the ball in play so far. Huddy was not one of them. He struck out in his first at bat in the second inning. Trying to see if he can solve Mr. Boston Brown. Brown getting the sign. Delivers a pitch. Curveball on the corner, strike one. Yeah. Temperature's down now to 39. I don't know why I'm looking at that. I really shouldn't. 0-1 pitch outside, ball one. Yeah, wind chill's down to 29 now. All right, 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1. The good news is the wind is dying down some. All right, 2-1 pitch to Braden Hudson here in the top of the fifth inning. Fastball, strike, 2-2 count now. Here's a 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, strike three. Tyler Mark Bullock applies the tag. So, strikeout for out number one here in the fifth inning.
Now batting, number 3.
Stepping up to the plate, right fielder Merrick Miller. Miller took strike three looking in the second inning. Brown, the delivery. Miller takes it high, ball one. Brown came in on fire in the first inning. He did 4-pitch strikeouts. Everything went exactly the way he wanted it. Hasn't been exactly on target, but close enough for government work so far here since then. All right, 1-1. That pitch caught the corner for the first strike. So it's a 1-1 count now on Merrick Miller, the Vikings right fielder. Miller swings at that one on an off-speed pitch. So it's 1-2 now. The sophomore trying to solve Mr. Brown. The pitch up high, 2-1, or 2-2 now. It's 2-2 count. Miller looking to protect the plate and do what he can here. Try to be the first base runner for the Vikings. 2-2 pitch outside. So we've got, count has gone full. First full count, I believe, of the day for Mr. Brown, who has been tough, to say the least. Here's the wind of the pitch. Miller, smokes it foul. He was a little bit behind on it. So the cars behind over on the third base side get to worry on that one. He stung that one pretty good, but it's a foul. So 3-2. Full count now. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. So we have 2 out now. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pacelli still looking for their first base runner.
Number 5,
Boston Browns looking more like Boston Red Sox right now. 10 strikeouts already through the 5 innings. Jaron Gamilia, who flew out the center field last time up, he's been the only one who really got some wood on it, or aluminum on it at all today. First pitch fouled off into the screen, strike one. Jaron's due for a hit. He is more than due for a hit. He scorched a couple in the first game, but it was an atom ball. 0-1 pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back. Pitch high, 1-1. Third baseman Trent Hayes is playing in a little bit right now. He's kind of expecting the offering of bunt. We'll see what happens. Yep. Jaron steps out of the box, gets set. Try it again. The 1-1 pitch. Again, bunting, popped up foul. Almost got another car which was driving by. So 1-2 count now on Jaron Gamilia. The Vikings doing whatever they can to get on base. With 2 outs, Hayes at third base stepping back just a little bit, or step or two. The first baseman, Carson Scott, still playing a little bit in front of the bag. Here's your 1-2 pitch. Gamilia lining it into the outfield, and it drops in for a single to center field. The first hit of the day against Boston Brown. And Jaron's first hit of the season. Good, solid hit. So Pacelli with a man on, maybe they can get something accomplished here. Austin Dannison stepping to the plate here.
Now batting, number 4.
Dannison struck out in his first at bat. Gamilia a threat to steal, to say the least. He's in his lead, he's got 1 foot on the green. Brown delivers. Jaron goes. The bunt by Dannison. Almost. It was right at the first baseman who had charged in. Scott scooped it up, and he was able to tag Dannison as he went by. So that is that. Jaron had a good break on that, too. Well, anyway, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. So we are through 5 innings, 5 scoreless innings. Pacelli and Lakeside in pitchers duel. You're watching Pacelli Vikings baseball on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. One of my daughters is a student at CVCC right now. She's going through the arts program. I've got another son who's right behind her who's about to graduate school, and he's already talking about going to CV, and he's ready for it. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. It was a great experience, and I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Here we go again, hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Cam Carino.
All right, welcome back to Diamond Field, where the Pacelli Vikings and Lakeside Chiefs are in a pitcher's duel, but the pitchers have changed. The Vikings turning to Cam Carino after 5 solid scoreless innings from Jacob Velaz. Cam, this is his second ball game of the season. He came in relief in the opener and actually picked up the win in that one. He will be facing Boston Brown as his first hitter. In that game, Cam went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, struck out 4 in those 3 innings of work. And as I said, picked up the first victory for the Vikings. Here's the first pitch from Carino to Boston Brown. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Velaz went 5 innings, gave up just 4 hits, and of course, no runs. Struck out 3. Carino with the 0-1 pitch. Ooh, close, but not quite on the outside corner. So it's a 1-1 count. 1-1 count on Boston Brown. Curveball outside. So 2-1 count. The sun is starting to set behind the trees. There is still some light to be seen in the outfield, but the infield is entirely in shade. Two-one pitch, a little bit low, 3-1. This early in the season, especially with this weather, pitchers are going to be kind of on a pitch count here. And Cam was very effective in game 1. The pitch inside, fouled into Lakeside dugout. Everybody jumping over everybody's head. Kind of one-hopped and skimmed in. You got to stay awake. Of course, these dugouts have those big screens in front of them to protect players who are not playing. All right, 3-2 count. Full count now on Boston Brown. Pitch popped up in the general area. Shortstop Velaz looking for it and hauls it in for the first out. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. And that brings up Luke McGowan. Is it McGowan? No, it is not. It looks like we have a pinch hitter coming up here. That would be Rhett Wilborn, the junior, pinch hitting. Let's see if we can look up stats on Mr. Wilborn. Wilborn played in 1 game so far. He went 1 for 3.
15, Rhett Wilborn.
1 for 3, and he apparently had an RBI single in his that ball game that he played in. 1 for 3 with an RBI. And Wilborn is a junior. All right, Carino looks in for the sign. His first pitch to Wilborn. A little bit high, ball 1. All right, the 1-0 pitch coming in from Carino. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice fastball. He's way behind on it. All right, 1-1 count. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning. Lakeside and Pacelli scoreless. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1. It was expected to be a pitcher's duel, and it has definitely lived up to the billing. Cam Carino trying to keep things going in this pitcher's duel for the Vikings. 2-1 pitch. A little dribbler bounces behind the plate, Pacelli by Thompson. So it's a 2-2 count. You can feel it when the sun is down now, and what little bit is in sun will not be in sun in the next 2 minutes, and you can definitely feel a difference. The pitch, breaking ball, a little bit outside. So the count is now full on Rhett Wilborn, the pinch hitter, or he's hitting for the DH, so technically he's the DH. Carino shaking off the first sign. Likes the second. The wind and the pitch. A little bit outside, ball 4. So Wilborn walks. A 1-out walk here in the top of the 6th inning. And that will bring Cole Casarino to the plate, the left fielder.
Now batting, number 6, Cole Casarino.
Casarino walked in the 2nd inning and in the 4th, led off the 4th inning with a ground out to short. Carino stretch. Wilborn, the big leadoff first. The pitch is outside. It looked like Wilborn was thinking about it. He did not go. So ball 1. All right, Keim has been called, and head coach Casey Rasmus heading out to the mound to talk to Carino. The whole infield comes on in. This is kind of a dangerous situation here. They got a runner on first with one out. In the top of the sixth inning, any kind of mistake here could be a killer. This is a pitcher's duel. Boston Brown has pretty much owned the Vikings bats. One hit, one solid hit by Tyron Camellia. In fact, he's hit the ball solidly twice. Nobody else has been really able to get the bat on the ball. So keeping this guy from scoring is job one. So Rasmus strolling back to the dugout. Everybody's getting set back up as we get ready for a key at bat here from Cole Casarino, the number 7 hitter in the Chiefs lineup. As I mentioned, a walk and a ground out so far today. Carino checking the runners. He stretches, throw to first. He's taking a big lead. Ooh, close. Zitrar puts a tag on him, but base umpire Peyton Ziegler says, nope, he's in. And the two umpires now conferring. All right, conference is over. We're back to it. All right, 1-0 count. The pitch to Casarino. He bunts. Cam picks it up. Carino throws to first for the out. The sacrifice advances the runner to second base, but it's now 2 outs. There are now 2 outs, and that brings up Demetrius Hardnett to the plate. Hardnett has
now batting number 3, Demetrius Hardnett.
He struck out in the second inning and in the fourth inning, hit a fly ball to right field. 2 outs here in the top of the sixth inning of a scoreless game. The Chiefs with a runner on second, 2 outs. Cam Carino's pitch, breaking ball, strike one. Lakeside's left 7 runners on base so far. Carino, the stretch. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Cam's been able to come up with big pitches when he's had to. He certainly did it in his first appearance. He came in and settled things down, picking up the win against Shaw. And the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3, looking, and that is the inning. So, the Vikings getting out of a minor jam there here in the top of the sixth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base through 5.5 innings. Lakeside 0, Pacelli 0. You're watching Vikings baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go again, hammering down. High prices at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. New GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs, discounted up to $14,000 off. GMC Terrain with a roomy cabin and pro safety, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Here we go again, hammering down. High prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no pay.
All right, back to Dynamo Field here in this pitcher's duel. Pacelli and Lakeside. Nothing, and we've got a pinch hitter coming up here for Levi Thompson. It's going to be Dustin Dustin Sherman. Dustin's coming off an injury, cost him the entire football season. He was originally going to be Pacelli's quarterback, but he tore his UCL in his elbow. He's been rehabbing, and he is back. This is his first athletic appearance in a long time. Sherman taking strike one from Boston Brown, who has been absolutely magnificent in this outing. He struck out 10 and given up just one hit through 5 innings. Just Sherman showing bunt, pulls it back, takes it for ball one. Sherman, a sophomore, who's going to see more playing time as he heals up. And a ground ball towards second base. Knocked down and over to first. Braden Vachon was able to make the play. Carson Scott the catch, and that is one out. So leadoff man grounding out to second base to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. That brings up Nolan Vaughn.
Now batting, number 8, Nolan Vaughn.
The center fielder, his first at bat, grounded out to third. Vaughn is still looking for his first hit of the season, though he has 2 RBIs already. Of course, he had those 2 sacrifice flies in the first 2 ball games. Brown's first pitch. Vaughn taking it for strike one. And a 1 pitch fouled off behind home plate. Just missed a car. They're like magnets in the baseball, I swear. They keep missing the cars, and we're all very happy about that, trust me. All right, 0-2 pitch. Outside, catcher had set up outside. He was going to try to get Vaughn to chase. Vaughn was not going for that. So no, it's a 1-2 count on Nolan Vaughn here. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a scoreless contest. Boston Brown winding. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch up high and in. And Vaughn strikes out for out number 2. And so that brings up Jacob Velaz to the plate, who started the game at pitcher. He gave up 4 hits in 5 innings, no runs, struck out 3. He's now playing shortstop. And in his 2 at-bats, in the first inning he struck out. In the 4th inning, he grounded out to short.
Now batting, Jacob Velaz.
Boston Brown still looking tough. Oops. Everybody steps out. Get things set, and here we go. First pitch to Velaz. Curveball up high. He ducks out of the way. Ball 1. Vikings trying to get something going here. Maybe they can get a little 2-out rally going here in the 6th inning. Anything's good. Curveball this time does catch the corner. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Showing bunt. A pop-up. That is caught. It was caught. Tyler Mark Bullock had to make a diving stop, but he makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So, in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Through 6, we are still scoreless. You're watching Vikings baseball on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Hey guys, it's Colin Scroggins with CNAW 2 News.
And I'm Thrift Behringer from Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
You keep asking us to expand our coverage here at CNAW 2 News, and we love locals, so we are doing just that. Right now, we are introducing our brand new partnership with Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, your biggest and best local sports around.
Yeah, thanks, Colin. We are so excited about this partnership. We know you want more than the 3 to 4 minute clips that are out there. You want to be able to watch the game in its entirety. Well, we are doing that live streaming 24/7 on our Georgia-Alabama Sports Live platform from all the public and private schools in the CNAW 2 News area, plus local colleges like CSU and CBCC, even professional teams like the Columbus Lions and the Columbus United FC soccer team. We do all the sports: wrestling, tennis, baseball, softball, flag football, soccer, and then even, of course, football that everybody is looking forward to this upcoming fall.
And plus, you have coaches shows and sports podcasts too, right?
Yeah, we do that every single week. Almost every single school that we cover has a coach's show dedicated to shining a light on all the programs out there, all the athletes. They deserve the exposure, and that's what we do. And then plus we have our weekly show that you can go and tune in. We give out rankings. It's a lot of fun, and we cannot wait to partner with CNAW 2 News.
Oh yeah, we're excited. So here's that, y'all. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live is now the exclusive provider for sports for CNAW 2 News.
Back at Dymo Field for the top of the 7th inning, and okay, I'll admit it's cold. I just got rid of the hoodie. I put on my burn coat. We're going to get through this, all right?
Off the top of the 7th for the Chiefs. Number 7.
It's
Braden.
It's
Vachon.
9-1-2 due up for the Chiefs here in the top of the 7th inning. Braden Vachon, in his 2 at-bats, he's grounded into a fielder's choice, and he grounded on a comebacker to the pitcher in the 4th inning. Cam Carino on the mound, delivering his first pitch to Vachon. Fastball, strike 1. Carino's been on target, doing what he did in relief the last time as well. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a little bit outside, curved around the plate, so ball 1. 1-1 count on Braden Vachon here in the top of the 7th inning. Both teams trying to scratch out any kind of a run. Anything's good. And time is called. Playing up our Darrell Owens. Vachon back into the box, and here we go. Carino winding, and a 1-1 pitch. Sent to center field. But Nolan Vaughn camps under it and brings it on home for the first out of the inning. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. And that brings the top of the order to the plate. That is Connor Britton.
Now batting, number 29, Connor Britton.
Britton has come to the plate 3 times so far, grounded to short. He walked and then hit a fly ball that was misplayed a bit, turned into a bad fielding double, but was left on base. And a first pitch to him here in the 7th is outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Carino. In the dirt. So ball 2. 2-0 here on Connor Britton, the leadoff man for Lakeside, the leadoff man in the lineup for Lakeside. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning of this scoreless contest. Carino winds, pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 now. The field is now entirely in shade. The lights, of course, at Dymo Field are some of the best in the city. No question, some of the best in the area. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. 3-1 now. 3-1 now on Connor Britton. The pitch. Ball 4. So Britton walks, puts a runner on here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning to bring up Tyler Mark Bullock, Lakeside stop hitter. Bullock in his 3 at-bats.
Tyler Mark Bullock.
He struck out in the 1st, grounded into a fielder's choice to end the 2nd, and then grounded out to short in the 5th. Carino checks the runner. Comes set. First pitch to Bullock. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball high outside. Bullock chased it a little bit. So 0-1 now on Tyler Mark Bullock. Go over to first, check the runner. Britton dives back in. It wasn't that close. He's taking a modest lead off of first base. No, you have to be careful because Britton's got 6 stolen bases after he stole a base in the last inning, or 4th inning. Fly ball to center field, and it drops in front of Nolan Vaughn for a single. So there are now runners on second base, 2nd and 1st, with 1 out, and that brings up Carson Scott, the number 3 hitter for the Chiefs. And Bullock stays in, no courtesy runner here. Bullock also plays third base, by the way.
Scott.
Trent Hayes and Bullock are the 2 catchers that have seen action for the Chiefs this season. All right, Scott coming up here in the top of the 7th with 2 men on, driving it to left field. Austin Dannison giving chase, but it falls in. And it looks like a run will score, but the throw home, they get the ball in quickly enough that they're able to hold the runner on third, so it turns into a long single off the fence. Austin Dannison did a good job of getting that thing in, and they're able to hold the runner. So now it is bases loaded. And I thought a run would have scored on a drive like that, but everybody had to hold up because they weren't quite sure what was going to happen. So we've got bases
Now batting,
loaded
number one, Trent
with one
Hayes.
out, and cleanup hitter Trent Hayes coming to the plate. Can the Vikings get out of this jam? That's the big question. Bases juiced, one out. Trent Hayes at the plate. Hayes is single, doubled, and struck out. Cam Carino out of the wind now. The first pitch to Hayes, breaking pitch, catches the upper part of the strike zone. Strike one. Big pitch on that. 0-1 count. Carino, the wind. 0-1 pitch, a little bit inside, ball one. So it's 1-1 count now on Trent Hayes. We've got bases loaded with one out, and meeting at the mound. Trying to get things straight, trying to make sure everybody's got things lined up.
1, 2, 3, hey!
That was a quick meeting, but it's just touching base, making sure everybody knows exactly what they got going. Obviously, any batted ball will be going to the plate. The infield is playing in just a little bit. Second and short are playing a double play depth with the runners, the guys in the corners playing in. All right, 1-1 count. Carino stepping off the mound, getting back in there. All right, 1-1 pitch to Trent Hayes. This is the big at bat here. The pitch, and it hits Hayes in the shoulder, and that's going to bring a run home. Hit by pitch, curveball. Carino got it in just a little bit, and it caught Hayes on the shoulder. And that allows Connor Britton to score the first run of the game here in the top of the inning in a 1-0 contest.
Now batting, number 2, Boston Brown.
Levi Thompson going out to the mound to talk to Carino to settle him down now. 1-0 Lakeside here in the 7th. Boston Brown coming to the plate with the bases loaded and one out. In Brown's 3 at-bats, he grounded into a fielder's choice to end the first inning. He grounded to third in the third inning. He grounded the third, and then in the 6th, he popped out to short. Still a big deal. Got to get out of this jam. It's only a 1-0 game. You can get one. Any more than that would be questionable. One out, bases juiced. Carino winding up, and the first pitch to Hayes. A line drive, base hit to left field. Dannison, is he going to come up throwing? He does. The throw to the plate, run is in, but Dannison's throw guns the runner, and that guns Carson Scott, but a run comes home on a base hit by Boston Brown, and it is now 2-0 Lakeside. Good defensive play to keep it from getting worse.
Now batting, number 15, Rhett Wilborn.
But that's 2 runs in the inning, and the way Boston Brown has been pitching, it's going to be a tough bat. It's going to be a real challenge to be able to come up with 2 runs. But there are now 2 outs. And there's going to be a courtesy runner for Boston Brown.
Pitch running, number 5, Grayson Edwards.
Grayson Edwards, the freshman, will enter the game as a courtesy runner for Brown. So runners in second and third with 2 outs, 2 runs in for Lakeside. Cam Carino looking to try to get out of the jam as best he can to give his guys a shot in the bottom of the inning. First pitch to Wilborn. Wilborn driving it to right field. It is caught. Merrick Miller makes the catch. Almost a diving catch, but that's the 3rd out of the inning. But a tough inning for the Vikings. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So after 6 1/2 innings, Lakeside leads it 2-0. You are watching Vikings baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we we go again. Hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
And welcome back to Diamond Field, where it's do or die for the Pacelli Vikings. After giving up 2 runs in the top of the 7th inning, we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Vikings have got to get through Boston Brown, who has been pretty much untouchable all day long. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here. Cam Carino will lead things off. He struck out twice so far. Carino looking to see if he can touch up Brown. Brown. First pitch, grounded up the middle. It is scooped up by the shortstop, harding it over to first. He beats Cam by a step. So first pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That brings up Connor Zittrower. Zittrower, in his 2 plate appearances, he struck out the first time. Second time, tried a bunt, which did not work. Pop foul that was caught by catcher Tyler Mark Bullock. Zittrower, the power man in the lineup. He's had 2 home runs this season, leading the team with 7 RBIs in their 2 ball games. Facing Boston Brown, who has yielded just 1 hit all day long. First pitch, ball 1. Brown has struck out 11 so far in this contest, giving up just 1 run. He's faced 1 man over the minimum. Zittrower would like to do something about changing that. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball inside, ball 2. So 2-0 count on Connor Zittrower, who is, of course, very dangerous. He's got 2 home runs this season. Brown winds and delivers. A little bit low, so it's a 3-0 count on Connor Zittrower. Brown has not had a 3-0 count all day long. The 3-0 pitch. Strike 1. Zittrower taken all the way, of course. And it is now not quite full dark, but the lights are ruling the night now here at Diamond Field. The pitch, lined into left field, solid base hit for Zittrower. And so the Vikings have got something going here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That brings up Braden Hudson to the plate. He's the tying run at the plate. Huddy has struck out twice so far today.
Number 2, Braden Hudson.
To say he's due is probably to understate things. Hudson, also one of the guys with power, of course, is why he's hitting the cleanup spot in the lineup. He's conferring now with head coach Casey Rasmus. Trying to get everybody's mind right, because this is it. This is a big opportunity for the Vikings. That hit by Zittrower was a seed. Lined it. A good line drive through the left side of the infield. All right, here we go. Runner on first. Braden Hudson to the plate. Brown's first pitch. Curveball. Just catches the outside corner. Strike 1. Brown checks the runner. Zittrower taking an average lead, not taking any chances. Hudson tried to ask for time. It wasn't granted time, but it worked out because the pitch was in the dirt, and the wild pitch allowed Zittrower to get to second base. Sometimes not getting what you want sometimes works out for you too. All right, so it's a 1-1 count now on Braden Hudson, and Tony Rasmus calls time. The Lakeside head coach going out to talk to his pitcher to try to settle him down. Brown, this is the first time he's looked vulnerable at all day long. He came into the first inning and just mowed everybody down. A series, 3 straight 4-pitch strikeouts. But as time has been gone on, the Vikings seem to have been timing out just a little bit better. Jared Gamilia with that solid single to center, didn't go anywhere in the 5th. But this inning, Connor Zitrauer, that line drive single to left field. I mean, it was a low line drive. It was just a rope. 2-hop the left fielder. So he's starting to look a little more human here. And then the wild pitch puts a runner on second base. So the Vikings have a runner in scoring position. Braden Hudson representing the winning run, tying run at the plate. And it's time for the senior looking to see what he can do about converting this and getting something on the board. The count 1-1 here, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Vikings trailing 2-0, desperately looking to get something going. 1-1 pitch. Inside fastball. So 2-1. 2-1 count on Braden Hudson. Brown comes set. 2-1 pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Taken. Strike 2. So 2-2 count. Now Hudson will protect the plate. See what he can do. So you can find an open spot. And as Willie Keeler used to say, hit them where they ain't. Boston Brown set, deliver. A little bit outside, taken for all 3. So it's a full count now on Braden Hudson, the senior. Runner on second, 1 out here in the 7th. Lots of yelling from the crowd cheering him on. Big pitch. Fouled off. He got a piece of it, stays alive. So Huddy's got a full count, staying alive on that one. Looking out ahead, Coach Casey Rasmus. Stepping to the plate. Let's get it going. Boston Brown looks in for a sign from Bullock. Comes set. 3-2 pitch. Fastball. Close. Hudson thought it was low. Umpire disagreed, so it's strike 3. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. That brings up Merrick Miller, who may or may not be the last hope for the Vikings. Miller has been up twice, struck out twice, looking in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. But Miller's been dangerous. He's got 4 RBI in these first 2 ball games, 3 of them last night. And Miller requests time, gets it from plate umpire Darrell Owens. Zitrauer taking a leadoff second, it's a fairly substantial lead. First pitch, Miller swinging a miss, strike 1. Again, Miller came into the game hitting .600 this season with 4 runs batted in. Moved up to the 5th slot because he's off to a good start. Here's that 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 1, 1-1. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th inning, the Vikings down 2, trying to keep things alive. Jared Gamilia's on deck. And Gamilia has made good contact all day long against Boston Brown. Miller ready, Brown ready. Comes set, the pitch. A little bit low, 2-1. 2-1 now, and Merrick Miller with 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. 3-1 now, Merrick Miller. This is a pitcher. This is a hitter's count. Catcher Tyler Mark Bullock trots out to talk to Boston Brown, who's been magnificent this afternoon, but looking a little more vulnerable right now. He's more vulnerable than he has all day long. But he's been tough. He has been absolutely tough. Here we go. 3-1 pitch to Merrick Miller. He takes it for, did catch the corner. 3-2.
Wow.
Look close.
Wow. Let's go, man. Wow. Let's go. Get it. Let's go.
All right, so the count is full. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner on second in a 2-run ball game. Pacelli trying to get on the board. Boston Brown comes set. The pitch. Ball 4. So there are runners on first and second with two men out. Jaron Camellia coming to the plate. Camellia representing the lead run. Time has been called. And Tony Rasmus strolling out to the mound to talk to Brown, which I believe is his day. His day is done. So Boston Brown is done for the day with 2 outs in the 9th. And so let's take a break here as a pitching change is going on. You're watching Vikings baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. One of my daughters is a student at CVCC right now. She's going through the arts program. I've got another son who's right behind her who's about to graduate school, and he's already talking about going to CV, and he's ready for it. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. It was a great experience, and I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Here we go again, hammering down. High prices at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. New GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs, discounted up to $14,000 off. GMC Terrain with a roomy cabin and pro safety, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new...
Now batting, number 5.
All right, we got a pitching change here. Carson Britton, the twin brother of the center fielder, has come into the game to try to close things out for the Chiefs.
This is Carson Britton, Dave.
Yeah, Carson Britton. Jaron Camellia at the plate. Camellia looks at the first pitch. Outside in the dirt. Runner. Oh, Connor Zitrar got too far off second base and got picked off by Tyler Mark Bullock, and that ends the ball game. What a way for it to end. So in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left, and that is your ball game. The Pacelli Vikings threaten but cannot convert in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Lakeside Chiefs handing the Vikings their first loss of the season, 2-0 your final score. It was a great comeback effort by the Vikings, a tough way to end it, but still showed a lot of resilience here in the 7th inning, coming out to hits and threatening. What a tough way to go. That means Lakeside moves to 8-0 on the season, while the Vikings fall to 2-1. Winning pitch will be Boston Brown. With the save by Carson Britton, the loss going to Cam Carino. So, a tough way to go in this one. The Vikings dropping it to Lakeside, 2-0. What a ball game. What a pitcher's duel it was. It was definitely the pitcher's duel everybody expected to see. So, again, your final score. Lakeside 2, Pacelli 0. For producer Chris Gaines, I'm Dave Plata. Thanks for watching. You're watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go again, hammering down. High prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com.